Consider the probability distribution. Below we have our chart. The variance is A, 0, B, 1.8, C, 2.65, D, 3.05, or E, none of these. Before we even begin to try and solve this problem, it's important to note this table that we're looking at is the same table that we did in problem 45. So we were asked to find the mean or expected value in problem 45. And we found out that the mean equaled 1.5. We're going to need this information to solve for variance. Below I've listed the formula, and it's the sum of x squared times the probability of x minus the mean squared. Okay. Now we can try to begin to solve. The first thing we need to do is we need to find x squared. So I'm going to write that right under our p of x. X squared. Negative 2 squared, which is negative 2 times negative 2, is 4. 0 squared is 0. 1 squared is 1. 2 squared is 4. And 3 squared is 9. So we now have our x squared. The next step of that is we're going to have to get the sum of x squared times p of x. So I'm going to note that over here. First of all, we're going to have to take x squared and we're going to have to multiply that times p of x. So we have 4 times 0.1. We have 0 times 0.2. We have 1 times 0.1. We have 4 times 0.2. And we have 9 times 0.4. All right. So that equals 4 times 0.1 is 0.4. 0 times 2 is 0. 1 times 0.1 is 0.1. 4 times 0.2 is 0.8. And 9 times 0.4 is 3.6. All right. Now we need to add all of that up. And if you take 0.4 plus 0 plus 0.1 plus 0.8 plus 4.6 on a calculator, you are going to get 4.9. 4.9. And this is your sum of x squared times p of x. Okay, so now we have part of the problem. Let's go over here to our formula. So we know that the first part now equals 4.9. Now we have to subtract our 1.5, which is what we figured out in problem 45. And that needs to be squared. Okay, let's bring up the calculator just so we can see what I'm doing here. And let's square 1.5. 1.5 squared is 2.25. So that's going to equals 4.9 minus the 2.25 and I will show this on the calculator, although I know most of us can do this in our head. 4.9 minus 2.25 equals 2.65. So in this case, our answer is C, 2.65.